Now to our series, Kindness 101, where Steve Hartman and his children share stories built around kindness and character and the people who have mastered those qualities. Today's lesson, a big one, equality.
Good morning. This is Merrill, here to help with our lesson on
equality.
Emmett, this should be an easy one for you.
Yeah, the definition's pretty much in the word. Equality means being equal, especially when it comes to human rights and representation.
Good. And that last part, equal representation, that's what we're going to focus on here today. I've created a little Lego of our Kindness 101 set. Wow. What do you think of that?
Where am I?
This is you, this guy right here.
But, I'm a girl.
How does it make you feel that you're not there?
Left out.
Because she's not represented in the same way that we are?
Yeah, it can be pretty demoralizing if you don't see yourself, your sex or your race or your religion represented in a group. But the cool thing is, you can do something about it. As you'll see in this story, pulled from our library, filed under equality.
I'm coming in for another shot.
It was during one of her brother's air raids that 6-year-old Vivian Lord was struck. Struck by the fact that her army men were all just that. Men.
I noticed that there was no girl army men.
No girls.
They don't make them.
And were you disappointed when you found out there weren't any?
Very disappointed.
So the little girl from Little Rock, Arkansas wrote a letter that read in part, "Please, can you make army men girls that look like women?" She sent copies to several army men manufacturers, including Jeff Immel, owner of BMC Toys in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
I'd never gotten a letter from a child like that before, but every now and then somebody asks, do you have any female toy soldiers?
The answer is no, although Jeff says it is on a list of potential future projects. He even showed Vivian some of his concept drawings.
They were doing sketches, but they were busy making boy army men.
Vivian just couldn't understand why this has to be so hard.
I'm not a big company. It's expensive to produce a new figure set, so I got to do my due diligence and make sure it's something that people actually want.
And Jeff says a lot of people really don't want women in the vintage plastic military.
Part of the pushback over the years has been that there weren't women in combat during World War II, so including them in a traditional set, brandishing anything other than a nurse's bag, wouldn't be historically accurate. Might confuse the poor tykes. Of course, dinosaurs and Chewbacca never fought on the same battlefield either, yet no one seems to have an issue with that pretend play. So why not empower young girls by including women soldiers in these sets?
So,
get ready, Vivian.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
So Vivian put this to the top of the list.
Yeah, she put it to the top of the list easily. Yeah.
Shortly after receiving Vivian's letter, Jeff commissioned the first prototype.
And that makes me super happy. I would play with them every day.
Every day.
I'm trying to get your airplane.
A decisive victory in the battle for equality.
Vivian Lord joins us now. Hello, Vivian.
Hi, nice to be here.
How old are you now?
I'm 11.
Are you still playing with your girl army men every day?
Not every day, but
Do you still cherish them, though?
yes, I still love them. I have them all set up in my room and stuff.
How did you feel when you got that first pack of army women?
It was really cool because there was all kinds of different shapes and sizes.
So excited.
And I felt kind of proud that it actually came true.
Did this make you want to push for change in other ways?
Yes, it made me see other inequalities that were in this world, so I wanted to push farther.
So it sounds like your mission isn't over.
It's not.
All right. We appreciate all that you've done, and we're very grateful that you joined us today.
Thank you. I hope to see you again.
Same here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, when Vivian wrote that letter, there was no guarantee it would make a bit of difference. But she wrote it nonetheless. She made sure her voice was heard. Because that's what warriors do in their battle for equality. We'll see you next time.
Until then, stay kind.
We love Kindness 101 around
Always.
here. Awesome stuff.